Hello everyone, welcome back to another Nova Online breakdown video. I hope everyone has been having a fantastic week so far. We have Thanksgiving coming up, so I just wanted to express my thanks to all of you. We're forming a community here, throwing tomatoes at various online lolcows, and I hope to continue building that community. So what we have in store today is, we all know Nova for a lot of different things. Whether it's that Wingstop review, the Twinkle Twinkle Little Star video, or if he just kind of reminds you of the Pokemon whale lore. We all know him for a lot of different things. One thing for certain though is we all know that he loves to waste his money on useless shit. Yeah, that little intro there was just to give you all a little sniff of what we got in store today. Nova's been blowing his money on more food and surprisingly water. We very rarely see Nova drink water. He's usually pounding down sodas and sugary drinks, and as of more recently, we've seen him making cocktails, so seeing water enter his diet is quite surprising. But what I just talked about is going to encompass mostly what I'm talking about today. Nova also did make a return to Kick, the streaming website, where I think he'll fit in quite nicely. The degeneracy on that website will surely welcome Nova back with open arms as he makes his return there. So let's start off with the first TikTok of Nova's I want to go over, where Nova reviews some golf course food. That statement alone might have you all scratching your chins wondering to what avenue anyone would stumble across to think reviewing golf course food is the way to go. But with Nova, he could review the local Dollar General's janitor's home cooking food in order to get some calories in his stomach. So Nova deciding to do, golf course reviewing really isn't that shocking to me. So of course he takes his professional reviewing to a golf course, and then just like his bowling alley eat series, he takes that shit home with him. He doesn't even eat it there. In this video, Nova reviews 3 different food items: a burger, a salad, and a salmon. 3 full meals for this big boy. Credit where credit's due, Nova seems to be on a health journey. He used to go from taking down 4 meals at a time in one sitting, and now he's just going to 3. I mean, that's progress, right?
Let's try some golf course food and see if it's any good. First up, we got a burger with grilled onions, jalapenos, lettuce, tomato, and mayo. I can't say the name of this burger on the menu or else this video will get taken down. Let's start off with the fries.
First off, what was that burger's name? Was it a slur or something? Or did it mention competitive queuing in Overwatch? What could be so guttural to warrant the video getting taken down just because of the burger's name? Also, this angle never serves Nova justice. He just looks so rotund here, and his chins are just spilling out all over the place. Fix the angle just a little bit here.
Average. Now time for the burger. This thing is super big. The burger meat falls apart right off the patty. It is so tender and flavorful. And the jalapenos do a great job of cutting through the massive amounts of grease in the burger. Then next up we got the small garden salad with balsamic and no tomatoes.
I'm sure you had to get your eyes back into your skull after they popped out like a Looney Tunes cartoon. Seeing Nova eat a salad, that's just absolutely crazy. I can only recall one other instance where I saw this Turbo Tubbs eat a salad, and it was at Panera Salad a while back. But when he was talking about the burger falling off the patty, I was a little lost. I was a bit confused. That shit doesn't really make any sense. It's not like a burger is like a brisket or something like chicken that could fall off the bone because it's so tender. Even when this doofus tries to analyze food and give you, a proper review, he still fucks it up. There's never even been an iota of talent in what Nova does online. It's pathetic. It really is.
Alright, make sure to get a little bit of everything. Some of the spring mix, the croutons, the parmesan, everything. Now, I normally prefer iceberg and romaine over spring mix, but this is an exception. The balsamic is so strong, it covers up some of the taste of the spring mix. So all I can taste of the lettuce is some of the romaine that's in it, and the spinach.
What the hell does that even mean? You can't taste the spring mix because of the balsamic? Bro can't even be healthy without complaining about the actual health part in it? This yoga ball build Discord moderator can't even eat a salad unless it's covered with the dressing that comes with it.
And finally, we're going to try the salmon.
Okay, I just have to jump in super quick. I was going back over this video and I was watching that part again, and I was like, is there a fly in my room? Did that thing just smash against my headset? But no, that was from Nova. I was so lost for the longest time thinking a bug flew into my ear, but no, I should have known. My Scooby senses failed me that day.
Needs malt vinegar. All in all, the food was delicious. I just wish the salmon had a little bit more flavor and that the spring mix was swapped with romaine in the salad. But then again, all of it was good. Nova Universe, signing off.
All in all, that was trash. Reviewing golf course food has to be an intellectual low in Nova's career online, which I hate saying career, because it's not a career. It's a damn shame that he's been able to monetize so much of what he's produced online. He sits in his skid-marked diapers in his room or his living room, unemployed and not contributing anything to society, and just sloppily reviews foods and just a bunch of random shit. Which in fact brings us to our next TikTok of Nova's, where he reviews the Gatorade Pods product. You know, those little cartridges that was filled with like the Gatorade syrup that you just add to water? You know, it's cool, it's fine, it's a good product. But when you see how Nova went about filling up his water bottle, I'm sure it's going to immediately want to make you start recycling everything you can to somehow counteract the stupidity you're about to see.
Trying Gatorade Pods for the first time. Now, I had to spend a lot of money for this video, but I had some Amazon credits, so I didn't have to spend too much. Like real money, but combined with the Amazon credit, I had to spend a lot of money. Shit. The cap fell into the bottle. I'll fish it out. Got it out.
Okay, so I'm first going to tackle the absolute stupidity I just saw there, with Nova using a reusable water bottle, but then filling up said water bottle with 2 plastic disposable water bottles. That is insane. That is like going to the movie theater, bringing your own popcorn in a bag, then asking the movie theater staff if you can use one of their buckets. Like, how the fuck do you not realize how stupid you look right now, Nova? A comment in Nova's TikTok encapsulates this perfectly. It reads, "Genius. He used 2 disposable plastic water bottles to fill up a reusable water bottle that was designed specifically to lower the amount of plastic that gets thrown out, while also using a tiny plastic pod to add flavor, which he will also throw out." I mean, that's perfect right there. That comment was absolutely spot on. With this TikTok, Nova is showing us one of 2 things here. He's just openly stupid and doesn't understand the point of the product he's reviewing, or he doesn't care about his footprint on the earth. I can't understand how he thought this was like a good idea and what this product was made for. And then also dipping his meat missile fingers right into the water has to be a safety risk for all that bacteria on his hand.
Now let's attach the lid back on. Pop this top part open. Put the pot in. Puncture the top.
I'm sorry if y'all are bored right now, but this does give me an opportunity to be able to dive in more about Nova's inability to propose palatable content. As we can see, he just spent like a solid 7 seconds trying to spin the cap onto the water bottle. It was pretty pathetic, honestly. And then he spent another 30 seconds of him just trying to get the Gatorade juice into his water bottle, with next to no commentary on top of it. Sometimes when I'm scrolling through Nova's TikToks trying to find the ones that I want to go over for these videos, my brain kind of stalls, because what he's doing is so painfully boring sometimes. But again, we all know Nova for many reasons, like I said at the beginning, and boring content is definitely high up on that list on why we know him.
There it goes. And now we just close it. Shake it up. Oops. Cover the hole first. Let's try it out. That's not bad. I think they made me add a little too much water, but it's still got a good flavor nonetheless, and it does remind me of the actual fruit punch Gatorade. Honestly, Gatorade, bravo. Bravo, you did a really great job. And I'm going to be giving the Gatorade Pods Fruit Punch a 9 out of 10. Very innovative, and I'm definitely going to buy some more. Novine Universe, signing off.
And then everyone in the Gatorade headquarters stood up and clapped. This might be one of the most important reviews Gatorade has ever received, so I'm sure their stock shot up overnight and everyone on duty received a brand new car and a free Nova cord. But being serious here, that was so brain-numbing. He makes everyday tasks seem so difficult, like when he was shaking the water bottle just then. He didn't plug the one exit orifice for the water to get out of. That just proves to us each day how Nova is as a human being. Like, he didn't even think to plug the hole there. But regardless, I'm out of here for today. Sorry about the late upload. With the holidays rapidly approaching, you're your boy Large has been quite stressed. But I had a fantastic time making this video today, and I will be back every week with more content for you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you in the next one. Deuces.